All right. I must interrupt that countdown. What is with the song? What is with the guy? What happened to the beats? Chicken Little. Let's try this beat.
I know I cover up my fault lines with
Okay, no. Clean version. No. I need to find a playlist. Mainstream hip hop. This should work. Cool. This works. Hi. Welcome. This week in Webdev episode 17. That's crazy, by the way. I thought that I'm gonna make it to episode 3 and that would be it. And yet here we are, episode 17. Episode 17 and I'm still struggling to find a playlist. I know the old playlist was boring for you. Or like, oh my god, kids, please change that song. It's so annoying. And I did it. And now songs like Dreamy Jazz are playing. That's a new category. Dreamy Jazz. As if jazz wasn't dreamy enough. It makes you go like, they called it Dreamy Jazz. Anyway. Welcome to This Week in Web Dev, episode 17. I'm posting the link again for people who are just joining us. We have people on Twitch, we have people on Twitter, we have people on YouTube. So I'm going to post the form again. If you have anything that you want to share with me, anything that you want to discuss, you post it on that link up. Wait, I still, yeah, there. Oh, I can touch it. Nice. So yeah, you just post that thing and you just post all of your links up there and we're gonna discuss what happened this week in Webdev. I still have no idea. I'm not browsing. You can easily place event code in your overlay. Hey friend, no Daniel, like this is fine. Like just post whatever you have to post. We already have a bunch of things. Thank you very much. We're gonna go through everything that was going on this week in Webdev because obviously, as you know, I'm still not up to date. I'm not reading Twitter. I'm not reading any blogs. I'm not reading anything basically. And the weird thing is, I'm fine. I'm still writing code. I'm still shipping features and stuff, and I'm not being updated on what's new in Webdev. So maybe the key is not to read shit at all. Just use vanilla HTML. No, but seriously, I'm talking about this every freaking stream. If you freeze your package JSON for 1 year and just ship things, you'll be fine. But still, in this show, we want to figure out what are the new stuff that's going on. GPT-3. What is GPT-3? I have no idea what is GPT-3, but all right, let's what do I start with? I don't know what do I start with. Usually we have a bunch. Wow, we have way more links. You're either not posting links or everyone is posting a link. So let's start with this. Let's start with Framer Motion 2. That's a new thing. Obviously we have to see what is going on. Framer's React animation, like, to be honest with you, every time I've seen like a new update or something in Framer, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And then I'm like, wow, I'm never gonna use this. I mean, we're using it in CZ for some things, but mostly like Pranit is working on some animations and stuff, but I've never used this, to be honest. Like, yeah, oh my god, am I gonna show this in every fucking stream? This is the only animation, the complex animation that I did, and it was made with just CSS and a bunch of state changes in React. Like after I was like, okay, I can do it that way. Probably it would be way easier to express. What is new in Framer Motion 2? Can someone like give me a TLDR? What is the new thing basically? Why is it 2? Why is it Framer runs on Motion? Fuck, I have no idea what's going on. I know that the difference from Framer is when you prototype these animations, then you can translate them into code directly, right? But I've never tapped to open a card. Wow, that's sweet. But are people implementing this kind of shit in their apps, or is it just for a nice demo and that's it? Because have you seen a nice website ever? Except Stripe. I know Stripe has a new website. I guess we have to discuss that, because that's a point of discussion in this world. Like, I don't know. Do you find this? I like their previous site better. I'll be the asshole who says it. Their previous website was better. I don't know. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? I think their previous website was nicer. Everyone took it as an example. But this is a new thing for sure. Let me tell you, this is a new thing that's going to happen on the web. People are going to start using gradients for titles. I can already see the change. A lot of people are using it. This is the hot new shit. Gradients for titles. And this is a half grade. Maybe it's not a gradient, but it looks gradienty from the background. I don't know. I don't like this new site, to be honest. That's it. It's just, I don't like it. Is this made with CSS? If this is made with CSS, they win. No, it's not. Homepage, infographic, layout. Wow, they're still using classes. They're not using css-in-js. Cancel Stripe. I'm joking. Whatever floats your goat, okay? It's fine. So we have floating goats here. It's layout animations. Yeah, I get that. But I said, what is the difference between Framer Motion 2? Because Motion 2 was posted. Okay, maybe there's a comment. Hey, everyone. Yeah. course. Officially launched Framer 2. Now anyone using our animation library can easily animate between layouts and completely separate components. Freshly updated landing page breaks down the new layout animation tools, features real interactive examples. There's a code behind them, okay. Okay. We should come up... Framer 1 didn't have layout things. I should check this out. Anyway, I'll put this in the notes. By the way, last time, just because I'm a man of my word and I'm not fucking around, last time I put the notes on YouTube, okay? So if you go to youtube.com/kitse, in the videos, if you want to see the notes of the previous episode, you just go in the description. I even put this thing. So if you don't want to watch the stream, you can jump to, I don't know, topic of the day, Twitter cloud, and promoting your product. And all of the links, you can find them in the description. So also from this episode, all of the links are gonna go on that, I cannot reach it, that YouTube link there. So cool, we have Framer Motion. What else? What else? I like that you're sending me shit. Lovemyvoice.app. Sounds like a risky click, but let's see. Do you wanna form a deep emotional relationship? It's tough and scary, no doubt about that. Try to keep your mind open and discover what the Hey, we're talking about web dev. I don't want to find voice. Finding love through voice. Now, that's a new level of desperate. When you're like, I don't care how you look like. I just want to get into something. That's no. I don't know. I love the website, though. It looks cool. Whoever sent it, thank you for sending that. It's not related to web dev in any way. I don't fucking know. Like, it reminds me of that movie, Her. Have you watched this? This is an epic and also one of the creepiest movies ever. Guy, like, I'm not gonna tell you. Like, when you see this, won one Oscar, 81 wins, and blah, 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 you go and watch this shit, okay? It's an old movie about, 2013. But if you haven't watched this movie and you're watching shit like Tiger King, just because it's new on Netflix, go and watch this. It's seriously good. And it reminded me of whoever sent that link. Falling in love through voice, what the fuck? Announcing the release of Apollo Client 3.0. Oh, this team is still working on things. I thought they were too busy drinking cocktails somewhere at the edge of the world. Because for a while, there was nothing new in Apollo. Let's see what is new. I'm actually excited for this one. I'm actually excited for this one. We're thrilled to announce. Move on. Here's a recap of what's new with links to related documentation. Single Apollo. Oh, fucking. From people whoever sent this. Can you give me a TLDR? What is the epic change here? Because it's 3.0, right? It must be something... Okay, it's a just read through the shit. New in-memory cache APIs, eviction of objects and fields, garbage collection. Well, that will collect most of my code because it's garbage, right? No? Okay. Improve local state management. Okay, let's see. I'm interested in that. Managing local state... Oh my god. Already the diagram. Like, this doesn't sell it to me, but let's give it a chance. What's new? The cache. Okay, that's promising. Because my biggest issue that I have with GraphQL is the actual cache. So let's see. But wow, this diagram is... Let's try to... Traditional jazz is playing. Cool, that's new in my stream. Alright, I'm fine with that. And it's finally usable. Okay, we should do a separate stream on this. I'm gonna make a note to make a separate stream on this. And by note, I mean a mental note. And mental notes, they go right through the shredder. You're like, oh no, I don't need to write it down. I'm just take a mental note. Bzzzt. How do I write that code? Returns all... Wait, I cannot think over smooth jazz. Hey, smooth jazz, fuck off. Let me find genre alternative hip. Just give me a fucking second. 344 songs. Play some of that. Alternative hip hop. Don't sing. Okay, same song without singing. Cool. Okay, GraphQL server. I don't know where to read it from, but resolves remote fields, queries remote fields, cache, calculus local fields. Okay, let me see some code. I'm not gonna understand this diagram, and nobody's gonna understand this diagram. This diagram is as useful as the Chrome DevTools beyond the elements. Okay, you're beyond the console. You're like, okay, I get this. I get this. As soon as you get into this once, you're like, nah, I don't get what's going on here. So, no. Reactive variables. Enable you to read and write local data anywhere. This sounds promising. GraphQL operation to do so. The field policy. Local resolvers deprecated. In earlier versions of Apollo clients, you know, local resolvers. Okay, learn more. Get started with reactive variables. Let's see, what is this? Make var. Hey, don't use var. Don't use let. Use make var. What? The return value of make var is a function that you can call to read or modify your reactive variable's value. cache.makevar. What is this? Why isn't there a method called set in order to call it? This is so weird. We're calling a function called cart items to set the cart items. That's React variables come from Meteor. Not sure how actually usable they're gonna be. Well, we'll see, but that's interesting. I don't like the syntax a lot, but if it was yeah, thanks God they didn't go for the recoil thing where you need 17 lines in order to I still cannot get over this piece of code. I've done an entire stream of this. I just cannot go over the fact that people prefer writing code like this, where you have to have two helper functions like this and then write all of this shit in order to update an item, a to-do item. What the fuck? I even Google Translate open, because even Google is like, what the fuck? Want to push something into an array? Anyway, this is cool. Thank you for sending that. I would have to do a separate stream on that. Yeah, if you're just joining the stream, I'm gonna repeat again. Wow, the music is annoying. The music is like some James Bond music, and someone is gonna shoot me in the head in the next 14 seconds. That's how the music is like. Too convoluted, unneeded. Yeah, here's the form. If you want to send links, you send them to this form, and then we go. I go through some of the links in the form, because we're not gonna have time to. But I'm gonna put all of them. Astrofox, like, what is with this? I think people are trolling. Make awesome music videos. This has nothing to do with Webdev, right? Audio reactive. Well, actually, I paid for an app. I paid like 30 or 40 euros for an app to like do this shit, but it's actually not for lyrics. Oh, it's just for, yeah, okay, cool. We're not like, okay, I don't get what does this have to do with Webdev, but if you say, oh, it was made with Webdev technologies, a web app, we like, that would be like, let's post any link ever. No. Let's move on. Framer motion 2. Let me check. What is this? No trolling. That's awesome. Lol. Please lower down your background volume. Oh, thank you. Cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. Sorry if that was too loud. Is it better now? Because I stopped using Spotify. I'm using Epidemic Sound now. So sorry if the volume wasn't right. No, fuck that. Nah. Bashing Angular, that's not interesting. I mean, it's old. At this point, it's old. Saying bad things. Introducing React Spectrum. Hey, what? Hey, yo. Stop talking in the music, for fuck's sake. All the boys and girls and whatever. Introducing React Spectrum. Okay, we were excited to use React Spectrum, a collection of libraries. Whatever happened to Spectrum chat, by the way? Whatever happened? We wanted to make a CZ community, and I was like, what should we use? And we ended up with using Slack. A lot of people are like, oh, what about Discord? Blah, blah, blah. No, Slack is the thing. That's it. Whatever happened to Spectrum? I have no idea. Why did you stop using Stopify? Well, I wasn't using Stopify, Freefoo. I almost said Shopify. I was using Spotify. Because I was playing the same playlist. And I'm actually paying for Epidemic Sound. So they cannot ban my channel for playing these tracks. So it's fine. Hey, Azafaza. Hey, everyone. Okay, what is this? What is this React Spectrum? I'm tired of people giving names to every fucking 7 lines of code. Introducing React as a Faza. Whatever. What is this shit? Is it as a design system? What? A collection of libraries and tools that help you build adaptive, accessible, and robust user experiences. Check it out on GitHub. React Spectrum includes 3 libraries: React Spectrum, React Area, and React Stately. Oh, of course, another state management thing. Okay, let's see it. React Spectrum. Get started. Button. Oh, we're reinventing how we're doing buttons again. I guess this is Adobe's design system, right? Okay, first example, here's a button. What about the rest of the components? Okay, we have a bunch of components here. Here's the thing. Here's like, I don't know if this works for docs and shit, but in my opinion, if people don't have an easily scrollable page where they can scroll and glance to your thing, you're not selling them on your thing. Like, I clicked 3 links already in order to read what I wanted to read and to see what this is, and I'm already exhausted. I'm like, well, I'm not going deeper into that to figure out what you're selling or what you're promoting here. So that's why I don't think that websites like scroll hijacking or that, what was that website that we saw last time? Wait, let me find it on my YouTube in the description, because that's the easiest way to find it. Wait, I'm gonna mention that example again from episode 16. There was someone who had the craziest portfolio, this Simone.computer shit. This is insane, okay? And it's in the notes of the previous episode if you want to find it. Simone.computer. This is insane. However, I cannot scroll through whatever is going on here, right? Hey. Okay, homie, don't sing, because I want just a laid-back track. For fuck's sake, don't sing, buddy. Thank you. So people just want to scroll through a thing, man. Like, we're wasting all of this time. But, like, even, I think, when you're posting, like, library or documentation for a library, design framework, whatever the fuck it is, if I don't have an easily scrollable place, like, I get it. I can click here, and then I can click through all the components to see how it is and how it works and blah, blah, blah. Like, but if you don't give me one big scrollable thing to get the idea, why is it good, why is it bad, I'm not gonna, at least that's how I think, and that's how most people browse landing pages and shit. Like, have you ever sat down to read, have you ever sat down, so what is your backup job to be now that you're out of a job? What? I'm not out of, like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about as a fuzzer. But okay, cool. Anyway, I think that everyone is wasting time on doing landing pages, including me. We're perfecting them down to the last detail, and then this is how people browse a landing page. I've talked about this 17 million times. I'm going to talk about it again. This is how every person ever browses a landing page. They load the page. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, where's the pricing? $7. I'm not paying you $7, and they close the page. This is literally how everyone is browsing a landing page ever. But we're spending so much time on, well, I have to get the animation right, and everything has to be. Try Storybook sometime on your stream. I've tried Storybook before. I don't know why I would try it on stream. Let's finish this Apollo thing. Man, I'm all over the place today. Reactive variables. Here's an example. That's what I like. A scrollable thing. Apollo Studio. Is this new? Apollo Studio? Didn't they have Apollo Engine? Let's create your account. How about you explain to me what is Apollo Studio? Apollo Studio is the thing that we're selling to you. Well, fair enough. I mean, there's the Apollo client is free, and then they're building all of these things that are sellable. Fine. Completely fine. I don't know if I'm going to use them or need them, but cool. In-memory cache, type policies, query fields, dark mode enabled, return dark mode var. Okay, so for one boolean, we have like one similar to AC2 local resolvers. This field policy, Assassin's Creed 2. Oh, Apollo client 2. Yeah, cool. Gets the read from the cache, dark mode var. Where's this dark mode var coming from? Oh, it's a global thing. Create a reactive variable. Well, this sounds like it's gonna lead to a bunch of shit, but I don't know. Hey, Aussie boy, it's going great. Trying to learn about the new Apollo. Use query GQL query dark mode enabled client. I would take this over recoil, to be honest. If it's mutable, if I can directly mutate variables, I would take this over. I was trying to link that website that spits out React components when you type in whatever you want. Wow, that sounds interesting. Post it in the forum. We're gonna check it out. Cache field policies. I like this. That's cool. It looks like there really is a lot of shit going on in Apollo 3. Can someone please make a course on it? I'm lazy to read documentation and shit. I just want to watch 7 videos when I'm laying on my couch eating chips and be like, oh yeah, now it makes sense. Thank you for that. But it's like too many things going on, huh? How do I get started? Exactly. Is AC3 a commit? Don't call it AC3, okay? Call it. Okay, call it AC3, whatever. I said... These fucking songs, man. These fucking songs, man. Don't sing about the chick being single. It's a web dev stream, for fuck's sake. What's next? Our top priorities are turn steadier, more predictable release canvas. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Cool. Apollo 3. Let's move on from the Apollo 3, because anytime I open the tab, it's gonna be... So we had Apollo 3. We had the new thing, React Spectrum. We had Love My Voice.app. For some reason, fall in love through your voice or whatever that was. Wait, what? Dude, what is going on? Okay, I have to open this tweet here because I'm trying to like... I'm trying to wrap my head around this. What is going on here? Maybe it's not imported and related to web dev, but I'm out of the Twitter world, so I don't know what's going on or care what's going on. But this seems interesting because I knew Mark also personally, and by personally I mean I've seen him twice, and I think that no, we didn't get to play Nintendo Switch unfortunately. But I was like, hey man, how's life going? He's like, yeah, you know, memes and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, let me give my talk now. That's how I know Mark. And then for the rest of your life, gonna be like, oh yeah, I know that he's a good friend. Anyway, while on leave after the birth of my fourth child, Christ spoke to me. For once I listened. Like, the problem with Mark is you never know when this dude is trolling. You never fucking know. You never know it's a joke if it's real. My social media presence did not work to glorify him. I was amplifying the worst aspects of my personality. I was wrong. Some of you noticed a change lately. I wanted to explain why. Well, where's the thread? Where's the why, Mark? Tell us more. What happened? Did Christ tell you not to post memes anymore? No! Christ, what are you doing? Oh, okay. So I quit Twitter. Mark quits shit posting. Who's next? Who's left, motherfuckers? Did I start? I didn't start it, of course. But seriously. Like, one of the reasons that I took a break from Twitter is like what he's saying here. Of course, Christ didn't speak to me because he's not my Google Home. And usually my Google Home speaks to me. And he's like, I'm sorry, I cannot calculate your timer, whatever. But like, I also had the feeling that Twitter is bringing out literally the worst in me. Like, my presence on Twitter, it was literally the worst. Like, I'm joking on the streams. I'm fucking around. I'm making stupid jokes and shit. Like, I just compared Christ to the Google Home and shit. Like, you know, but Twitter and reading tweets, reading other people's tweets, like, fucks up something in you. And it trains you to, like, oh, post more, get more likes, be there all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't like that at all. 2.5 months. Oh, yeah, 2.5 months without Twitter, without reading Twitter, of course. And I feel like a new person. Am I still making shitty jokes? Am I still streaming, doing whatever? Yeah, but Twitter brings the worst out of a person. So good for Mark if he's taking a break from shit posting and stuff, because there's no end to that shit. You feel like you have to post all the time. Like, I'm finally happy for these last 2.5 months without reading people's shit on Twitter. Hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. I finally felt like my own person. You know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know if someone else is struggling with this shit, but that tweet confused the hell out of me. Bunch of dudes virtue signaling. I followed you for tech updates, bro. Not your shit tier take on social commentary. Well, I don't know. Like, I was just reading the last comment from Raise that something commented on. Twitter is weird overall as a social network, and it's even weirder. Like, the Twitter web community is hell to navigate. I wrote about that in my latest blog. I basically, like, I'm gonna give you a TLDR of this. I posted this article called An Underrated Way to Keep Up with Web Development, and a TLDR. Thank you for the follow. It's totally appearing below the chat. I'm an idiot. I should fix that. Am I gonna do it now? Absolutely. Chat compact. There, fixed. Thank you for following. TLDR, you have to browse through a lot of shit on Twitter, like I said here. Memes, developer ego, memes, pointless discussions, ego, memes, bullshit, memes, right? And then you get just a nugget of information from Twitter. You don't get educated on the topic, whatever it is. And I was feeling like I was missing out all the time, and the easy solution is just to watch releases. So I started watching a bunch of releases on GitHub. And then you have to check GitHub every day because that's where your work is. And you're like, oh, cool, there's a new version of MobX React. And then you click, you read it, and that's it. And it's a super underrated way because on Twitter, you can seriously go crazy. You can lose your shit on Twitter. My next article is going to be about that. I took out parts from this article, and I'm going to write an article about like how Twitter can push you to be the person that you're not just because you want to conform to what the other people are doing, and you feel envious of the followers, the likes, the courses they're selling, whatever they're doing. You want to be that person, but actually you don't want to be that person. Twitter like tricks you into, oh, well, maybe I want that. Maybe I want his fame, house, whatever it is. It's a problem with all social media, not just Twitter. So anyway, good for Mark for taking a break. I think everyone needs a fucking break from Twitter. And the more you step out, now I don't want to come back and, you know, continue with the shit posts. Hey, what about Angular 1? Am I right? 40 new followers, whatever. It's, I don't know. As I said, I'm going to try to post like more. I'm going to try to do more hard shit. And hard shit is sitting down and writing that article. It was hard for me. I said I'm going to write an article for Kitsa.io every week. And it's way harder than me expressing myself in a tweet. Because the tweet would have been like, hey, use GitHub releases. Peace sign, because fuck Twitter. And then it communicates the wrong message. I think when you sit down to make long form content, like a vlog, a video, tutorial, course, you put different kind of energy in it. There's no bitterness. There's no the saltiness you would have while you're on Twitter. Anyway, every fucking stream is turning on like a rant against Twitter, so maybe I should stop reading tweets in this fucking stream. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is obviously a tweet. Send me something else. If you just joined the stream, please send me something else that happened in Webdev, which is not a tweet or an opinion or whatever. Somebody asked me in the comments, what do you think about AMP? I think it's bad. I don't know. I think it's overall bad. It's a lot of fragmentation and shit. I don't know. My original Twitter list was curated for news, but it devolved into nonsense over the years. Like, one of the goals, how do you hear about new things then? Well, as I said, I'm following the GitHub releases, and I started the show for that reason, so I can, you know, we can discuss what really happened in Webdev without being 24/7 on Twitter, reading people's bullshit on everything. Because, you know, you follow someone for whatever you follow them. Sometimes you follow a rapper for their, like, new song releases, whatever. You follow someone, a developer for their web developer things. And, of course, it's their right. It was my right. Like, you follow me for web development? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you about what I think about Better Call Saul. I'm gonna tell you, hey, we just watched Star Wars and actually people were right. Star Wars sucked or whatever the fuck. Like, you didn't sign up for that. And unfortunately, you cannot follow someone. You cannot follow a portion of someone. You have to take their entire social media presence. Like, whatever they talk about, you have to read that shit. And it's like, I didn't sign up for this. So that's why I'm saying, what you get from Twitter is only like 2%. And it's like 98% bullshit. And it's 2%, oh, that might be useful sometime in my web dev career. To be fair, Better Call Saul is awesome. Yeah, I fucking agree. I love Better Call Saul. Is a Twitter hack web dev news? It's the Twitter hack. Link here or on Twitter TwivDev. No, link on this forms thing. Just link here. I'm not reading the TwivDev. Anyway, let's move on. Let me see what else did you send. Somebody sent me, of course, another tweet. One of the tweets is bashing Angular. I don't give a shit. We're not reading that. Let's see, what is this shit. I built a to-do list simply by describing it to GPT-3. Oh, what is this GPT-3? Oh, that seems fucking fancy. Is it happening? Are we gonna be obsolete? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. We need this shit. I was talking about this in my talks. I'm talking about this in my talks. Just describe your app. An input that says enter a to-do and a button that says save to do. This is the future of shit. This is... Oh, okay. It spit out a class component. Fuck it. This is not... As soon as I was like, wow, this is the future, and it wrote a class component. Cancel it. Cancel this, whatever the fuck is called. Nah. If it showed Redux, if this thing generates Redux code, I'm quitting web development forever. I got so excited for this tool, and then it rendered a class component. Fuck me. Well, we shouldn't judge robots, and that's just their opinion. And if they want to write a class components, let the robots do it. Oh my god, but this is the future. Oh, you're already a founder. Oh god. I love to hate on the word founder. Like, I put the... Wait, do I have founders somewhere? I think, yeah, I have it here. I founded React Academy because React Academy exists for 3.5 years. And it brought me shit ton of money so far. And now I can call it, yeah, I founded it. It made a lot of money. I never said that I'm the founder of CZ so far. I put it in my email signature because we had multiple people replying to email. And I was like, how do I describe myself? And first I described myself as maker of CZ. And then my girlfriend was like, that sounds worse than founder. Just call yourself a founder. I'm like, yeah, it exists for more than 1.5 years. I founded it basically. I have employees, so I'm a founder. But making a landing page and immediately going to your Twitter bio and being like, founder of Hello World. Founder, like, this is it. This is the tweet that I'm trying to describe. Where it is. Did I make a section on my blog with my best tweets ever? Absolutely fucking yes. Because the world deserves to see them. Anyway, where's that tweet? Where's that tweet? Where's that fucking tweet? The Hello World one. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is what people are doing 24/7 and it's getting on my nerves. Founder. K, you are a founder of a Hello World. All right, anyway, let's not like bash on the whoever. Like, he seems young. He's in like Y Combinator. He's excited about this thing that spits out class components. But don't call it AI. Call it spits out. God, we have to try this on stream. Sign up. How easy is the sign up? Oh, it's a Google form? Nope at nope.com. What programming languages would you prefer to generate code for? Well, not classes. Not React classes. Apparent. No, I'm not going to submit this, of course, but do you remember, like, the superhuman thing? I don't know if people still use it, superhuman, whatever. I went through this entire process. I signed up with their Google Forms and shit. They're like, hey, you're almost ready to sign up for superhuman. Now you have to have a call with our CEO. How about you go for a run instead? How about you, founder of whatever, go for a run instead of me having a call to try your email client? Hey, you made an email client. Chill. We're not hopping on a fucking call. Anyway, let's get back to this fucking thing. Why do most people bash AMP? But AMP... Oh, just leave AMP alone. AMP is terrible. The projects were giving them motivation, artificial pressure to commit to it. I don't think so. I think I think it's the opposite. Raise that something said like people have this motivation, blah blah blah. I think when you announce to the world that you're building something, this is like this has been mentioned in shit ton of books. That when you announce to the world, hey, I'm learning German or whatever, your brain already believes, oh, it's done. So don't announce your shit too early to your family. Hey, mom, I'm gonna da ba ba ba. And your brain already believes that, oh, he's a founder. He founded a startup. When in reality, you have hello world. So it could do the opposite effect. For some projects, I'm also like sharing them immediately with the world and being like, oh, look at me. I'm gonna do something. But I don't know. It really depends on the project. Anyway, let's move on. I believe in this shit, even though it spits out classes. And a lot of haters, a lot of developers that cannot deal with the fact. These developers cannot deal with the fact that one day machines are going to write code for us. One day you're going to be out of a job if you're moving rectangles with HTML and CSS. I'm talking about this in my talks. And it's an old like thing that I'm repeating all over again. One day you're not going to write code as we wrote code 10 years ago. People cannot deal with JSX. K. People cannot deal with css-in-js. K. One day you would have to deal with whatever robot, Alexa or whatever the fuck is going to write your code. Where you're gonna sit and go, I should have learned JSX on time or whatever the fuck. Because the world is moving on. Just developers can't move on. Like, let's find a comment. Let's find a comment that's gonna prove what I'm saying here. Okay, the comments are in Portuguese. Great. Let's try and, I'm glad to see that. Soon we'll no longer read React developer. As long as the task can be described in a sequential way, it can be done. User, oh wow, Fred, who has an image of Zeus or whatever that is, you understand shit. No more software developers and companies. Absolutely, this is the future. I'm all for this. Okay. There are no haters on this thing? Can you edit an app? Add an edit button to all to-dos. That might be a little too difficult. Yeah, but one day, one day, this thing, it's gonna be too difficult now. One day, this is how we're gonna write apps. Okay? Where are the negative comments, man? I'm here for the drama. I'm not here for the positive shit. Project managers got excited until they realized they needed a more detailed spec. That's a good comment. That's not a functioning list app. Just what every first-time dev creates. Ah, there he is. There's Muslund. There's Muslund. Collaboration, data, and rock and roll. You just see the bio and you're like, no. Okay. Wow, can you describe that into existence? Wait, maybe I'm hating. It needs to reorder by drag and drop. List entry at any place in the list. Complete, incomplete, or cover. Describe that into existence. Hey, he just created the fucking app. Give him a break. For fuck's sake, man. People are harsh. Really need to stun him sending him tweet. These rants are getting out of hand. No, like, this is the thing that I want to talk about. This is what is the show. I'm going to do this Week in Web Dev show until there's nothing to talk about. And there's one episode. I'm going to be like, welcome to This Week in Web Dev, episode 300. No, let's guess the episode. Episode 1076. Well, finally, we don't have to write CSS in Redux anymore. And the 3 people who are still following me, by the way, you should follow the Twitch channel. If you don't, they're going to like, yay, finally, kids, but we're old now and we're 90. Well, we're going to leave it for the next generations. But this is the fucking future, okay? Like, JSX, GraphQL, whatever, css-in-js, they're just transition to what is the future. Robots doing the shit and us not caring about the shit. That's why I like JSX. That's why I like GraphQL. That's why I like css-in-js. Because it feels like the robots took part of my job. I don't have to think about CSS anymore. Use style components or whatever. I don't have to think about combining 7 REST requests together. There's GraphQL. I don't think about how to use Lodash in an Angular 1 template. There's JSX. Like, it feels like it's a step towards the future, unless you ask some programmers that are like, well, actually, we had to keep doing vanilla and HTML for life. Fuck you. Anyway, let's see what else. Check out the comic. It's funny, the tweet reply. How is the robot going to write CSS? Like this. The robot, it's called style components. And you describe this and the robot is like, okay, I got it. I know to put this in the head of the document and it's never gonna clash this with another class name. So feel free to use this button whenever you want and you're not gonna think about the 70,000 problems that CSS has. Also, have a good day. And now your bundle is 2 kilobytes fatter, and that's not a problem. Just like some people say it's a problem, it's not a fucking problem because there are companies like Unreal Engine, Google, Reddit, GitHub, BBC News, Truvia, Genius, Patreon, Tinder, and you're not better than them because your company has 2 users and 3 employees, so you'll be fine if you're using CSS in fucking JS. I cannot believe that's still a discussion. I cannot believe people are like, well, Disney is using it, but our company, we have our own way, and we have like SAS plus stylus and our designers and blah blah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're still debating css-in-js? I thought I'm gonna go for a nap. Fuck's sake, man. Look at all these companies. I'm gonna sip water while css-in-js haters look at all the companies who are using css-in-js. You're not better than them. Okay? Every fucking stream, man. It's gonna start calm, but the right buttons are pushed, and you know, that's it. I just can't. People are discussing class names versus robots writing code for you. What is wrong with you, motherfuckers? All right, let's see what else have you sent me. Because, oh, yeah, let's see the comic. Let's see the fucking comic. Someday, I really like it. Someday we won't even need coders anymore. We'll be able to just write the specification. The program will write itself. I'm going to frame this. If my printer worked right now, because printers never work, I would print this and just frame it. Oh, wow, you're right. We'll be able to write a comprehensive and precise spec and bam, we won't need programs anymore. Exactly. And do you know the industry team there's comprehensive and precise enough to generate a program on no code. It's called code. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Nerd. But code, once upon a time, it was ones and zeros, and then it went to the other thing, and then it went to the other thing, and then it was assembly, and then it was whatever the fuck, and now we have JS, and on top of it, we have TypeScript, and on top of it, we have JSX, and on top of it, one day, we'll have language. Like literally normal language. Like you're just gonna write the documentation for your app. And the bot is gonna generate React classes for it. Why can't people deal with this shit? Like one day, do the most things you can do right now, because one day you're not gonna get paid to move rectangles with CSS. Remember this. Remember one fucking day, you're gonna be like, oh, that dude, what was his name? Chris, some streamer said this. And one day I'll be out of a job, and he was fucking right, man. I should have actually listened and moved on from HTML and CSS. Oh. Let me see what else have you sent me. How long is the stream? 41 minutes already. Jesus Christ. There's too much shit going on in the chat. Tailwind, everything else. Cool. Using pure CSS is cool. Cool. CSS has performance problems. CSS-in-js has performance problems. Okay, I'm gonna cry at this point. This is not sweat. These are tears. When people say that CSS-in-js has performance problems, motherfuckers, Disney are using it. Disney have 7 billion people watching Tangled 2 or whatever the fuck, while styled components is showing a loading spinner. And you have an app with 4 to-dos, and you freaking nerd, you're gonna be like, well, actually, I don't want to add 2 kilobytes. To what? You have 3 users. Chill. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today. Thank you for the 100 messages. Great. So what you're saying is, if I want to maximize before the computer takes my job, I should be writing Redux. Sick mofo. What I'm saying is, before the robots takes our jobs, stop obsessing with the fucking Redux versus 2 kilobyte versus bullshit, like whatever programmers are discussing, and actually solve problems. Okay? Just solve problems. Like, if that's your goal, it's not gonna matter if you're writing it in JavaScript or in whatever that dude's language was. What was that called? GPT-3 or something? Hey, pick a better name. Call it AI script or something. Don't call it GPT-3 or whatever the fuck. Anyway, like, that's why I don't care. If we move to no code one day, even better, because I can solve problems faster. But people who, like, I don't know what is the fear, keeping your job or whatever, where people are like, well, no, we cannot move on. I want to do it the old way. I don't get it. Why? Let me see what else have you sent me today. Oh, there's so... Where's the... I cannot navigate this thing. Fucking hell, man. What is this fucking shit? What is this goddamn thing? Uh, astrofox.io. Okay, Vue.js, RFCS issues, whatever. It's an email. GP3 is not a language. It's an ML model by OpenAI. Okay. Maybe retro programming becomes attractive like retro cars. Speaking of retro programming, I mean, if you're into that, you can do it right now. Or you want to make money? Or you don't want the Twitter drama? Or you don't want to care about Apollo 3? Go write COBOL. Some bank is going to hire you. You're going to make bags of money. You're going to make a shit ton of money writing COBOL. Or be here, argue with me about css-in-js and make an average developer salary. You can also do that. So retro programming is a thing. Vue 3 is now in RC. Cool. This is literally the first stream where I didn't get to browse Reddit because you sent me enough links. So thank you. This is how the show should be. You should send me the fucking links. Did few people send a porn link? Absolutely. Fuck all of you. 3 people send the same link. Or the 1 person sent the same link. And fuck you. Okay, Vue 3 is now in RC. No, Kevin, that's what I'm saying. It's not a fucking joke. Like, if you want to work something, like if you go right now and work on Angular 1 thing, and you don't care about being the cool person and being in the Twitter hype and thought leaders, whatever, you can make more money writing Angular 1 now than being a hype React.js, whatever. Because there's so many companies that base their stack or whatever on Angular 1. They invested millions and billions in their apps, and they need support. So they're like, hey, is there any Angular 1 programmers left? We're going to pay you shit ton of money. So you choose money or being a hype boy on Twitter and being like, hey, everyone, check the latest way to do a hook in React and buy my course on hooks or whatever. Your choice. Vue 3. Wait. Let's pay attention to this shit. Let's pay attention. Writing Angular 1 is easy. You just write the poop emoji 30 times. No, it's not funny. Angular 1 jokes are not funny anymore. Initial dev tool support for V3. Okay, cool. Vue 3 is going to be out. Will it have JSX? That's my question. If it has JSX, I'm transitioning it. I said it. As soon as Vue has JSX, I'm going to become a Vue developer, and I'm not going to write React anymore, okay? But not some side thing. When JSX is Vue's main thing, I'm moving to Vue. That's an official statement. I'm not fucking around, by the way. Serious. Vue 2 has JSX. No, but I mean when it's in the docs, when it's the main thing, when I don't see that fucking HTML syntax that looks like HTML. When that's a thing, when this is not a thing, anymore, when the main docs are in JSX, I'm moving. When I'm not gonna see something like vbind, whatever, I'm moving to Vue. It already has JSX. God damn it, kids said we done told you they'll never do that. Well, if they never do that, I'm not gonna move. What about Svelte? Svelte is never gonna do that. Why? Because I hate templates. Move on from templates. Can I put a Lodash thing in here? Can I put 3+7? No, I can't. Then I'm not using it. It's that simple. That simple. Hate all you want. Not using it. But yeah. Why are you so salty every stream? Oh, so many reasons. First of all, because I hate web development, even though I have to do it. Yesterday I did a guitar stream for the first time, and I forgot how to play guitar because I'm spending most of my days on Webdev. Second, because this room has 70 million degrees right now, and after the 30th minute, I'm getting so sweaty that I can't wait to end it. So of course I'm being salty. Oh god, you sent so many fucking things. A website that does programming for you. Black magic fuckery. Okay, let's see that. Is it the same thing? Are we back to that topic? Yeah. 62,000 upvotes. So I'm pouring on the other end, typing. Come on, man. Oh my fucking god. That's the and it has fire emoji. I don't get Reddit anymore. What are these things? Awards and shit. Someone should build, if someone said this on Twitter, that's it. It's the end of the world. Cannot fucking joke anymore. Someone should program this website using this website. There's literally no way to be more advanced than buttons. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it only works for this example. Yeah, because he just started it. Viking Odin. Fucking haters, man. This is what the future looks like. That's what I'm talking, Benjamin. Show me a picture of my future. Oh, this is like the computer from Star Trek. No, it's not. Heavy breathing. Time to rebuild. Oh, God. Reddit is way more tolerable than Twitter, honestly. Reddit is way more tolerable than Twitter. It's insane. Requires you to fill out a Google form signing out. Why doesn't you just have a known registration application? You know why? I'm going to tell you why. because it's very hard to write a register form that's going to store 2 fields in a database without having 70,000 files in at least 3 different languages. And even this language that writes codes cannot write a registration logic because it's complex. It's fucking complex. That's it. That's the fucking reality. Oh, I need to hash a password? Well, let me pull in Ruby on Rails or whatever. Cool, man. Let's see what is... some attribute, whatever JS in Svelte works. Cool, Karen, but no. JSX for life, that's it. Is they have JSX in Vue, why not stay with React then? Oh, that's a great question, Tefelito. Why not stay in React? Because React is forcing the entire, there, and by React, I mean the React team, the people who are leading React are always forcing this pure, immutable pushing of things to the array, and in Vue, they're like, just modify this to do, we don't give a fuck. Whatever that thing is called, Vuex or whatever? I don't know. What is Vuex? Is this an official thing? I don't know. This is what I like. This is how increasing a counter should look like. It shouldn't be like, oh, well, wrap this with use callback and then wrap it in a use effect and then you use a hook that's returning an array and then you take the second. Hey, I just want to increase the goddamn counter with plus plus. That's why I would switch. Because if they combine JSX with this reactive state management, whatever MobX thing they got going on, I'm all for that. I don't get the entire pure whatever bullshit that React is selling. I don't like it. Am I teaching it? Yes. Do I have like, is this part of my livelihood? How the fuck do you call it? Hey, my green screen is flapping on the side. That's great. Yes, it is. I'm teaching people React, and every time I have to explain use effect or use callback, I die a little bit inside. They're like, but why did it make it this way? Kids, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Ask them why did it make it this way. What is going on with my green screen? Hey, green screen. Chill, buddy. We're all in this together. We're gonna survive 15 more minutes, okay? Which is the flappy side? This side? How? I don't fucking get it. Okay, let me just cut that. You don't need that part. Okay, there you go. Cool. Yeah, Steffi, I just fixed that. Sorry, I just noticed that. Again, for people who haven't seen the previous streams, as I said it, my sweet grandma asked me, hey, what is that thing that you're drinking on the stream? Is it vodka? Is it alcohol? First of all, grandma, don't watch my streams. First of all, you don't speak English. Second of all, you don't speak Vuex. You don't speak JSX. Second of all, if I start drinking, this stream will never end. If this wasn't water, this will be a 9-hour rant about React versus Vue versus MobX versus Redux. So no, grandma, this is water. How far are we into the stream? 51 minutes. Wow, it's time to end soon. And I probably missed some of your links. I'm sorry for missing, but there's 24 responses today. There's no fucking way I can go through everything. But I'm gonna put all of them into the Elon Musk fined $15 million. Who gives a shit? He has them. It's like kids are being fined $3. That's what that sounds like. Livelihood. Okay, livelihood sounded like something else. Anyway, I'm just reading the chat. Guess what we know? Guess we know what's gonna happen for Twiff birthday stream. You should stay with React. It doesn't matter. Look. The discussion that you're having doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, just solve problems. It literally doesn't matter. JSX is my preference, and that's it. Another tweet. Let's see this one. Let's see fucking this one. This changes everything. With GPT-3, I built a Figma plugin to design it for... Wait, I don't fucking get it. What is GPT-3? Can OpenAI GPT-3 might be the biggest thing since Bitcoin. We're fucked. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, and I'm so here for this. Yes, baby. I get it now. Like, I thought some kid wrote some AI for generating anything, but if this is bigger than that kid's app, the decoded shit, it's happening. It's fucking happening. Are you being served? Are you being served? Oh my fucking god, I can't wait to read this thing in peace. Holy fucking shit, it's happening, and I'm so happy that it's happening. That's it. Game over, motherfuckers. Oh, but I wanted to get paid the biggest salary and keep my job at Google for applying box shadow to that. Well, it's done, motherfucker. It's done. It's begin. Oh, I'm so happy. Whoever sent this, you made my fucking day. It's happening. And let's see that. Let's see this. Build Figma plugin to design for you. I call it designer. Wow. Wow. If you listen closely, let me just pause the music for a second. If you listen closely, you can hear the cries of a lot of designers and developers going like, but I bought an expensive bike. It just, I cannot pay the mortgage on my house anymore. I thought I'm gonna design these boxes forever. Well, motherfucker, there's news. It's called, I'm tattooing GPT-3, whatever it is, on my, wherever I can see it, on my palm, like, where do you, like, on my hand. An app that has navigation bar with a camera icon, photos, title. This is how it should look like. You know why? Because every app looks the same. People, like, open 7 different apps on your phone. Your food delivery app, your bank app, whatever. They're more or less the same. It's just another group of developers reinventing shit within that theme. Like the bank developers are gonna be like, well, we thought that Redux was not the right approach, so we went with RxJS, just to complicate the way of pushing things into an array. And the end result is an app with 3 tabs. Wow. I'm so down for this. Yes. End it. End this fucking industry full of complainers. End it. So fucking entitled and so fucking, well, did you see what happened when the coronavirus hit and when the developers at Google had to stay at home? They couldn't make coffee. They were like, well, I was enjoying going to our Starbucks, because in our office, like after every desk, we have one mini Starbucks for everyone. So at any point of the day, if I just want an iced Americano, I can just pick it up at the second Starbucks that's near my desk. And what they're telling me right now, I have to take like 2 scoops of coffee and just put water. I'm not doing that. I'm a developer. Oh, God. That's how spoiled we are. And I can't wait for this to just erase one developer in a company, one poor guy that looks like Guilfoyle, or a girl that looks like the female version of Guilfoyle, whoever they introduced in season 3 in Silicon Valley. That's gonna be there to maintain the robots. That's the future, not an office full of people sitting like, so what do you think? For box shadow, should we use stylus or no? The robots are gonna do it while you put a little oil on its chips and being like, is everything fine, robot? How's your day today? That's the fucking future. And that's what I'm here for. Fuck, this gets me so pumped. You don't even fucking know. People are still, like, I'm talking here. I'm talking here about the fucking future of generating apps and shit. And people in the chat are going at it about... They're like, no React, no Vue, nobody gives a shit. This robot will write both for you. Whatever makes you feel nicer, this robot is gonna do it for you. Fuck's sake. Oh my fucking god. You still need developers to write acceptance criteria. This is the thing. This is, oh my god. When I'm putting myself in full screen, shit is getting real. Is my green screen ruining the shot? Absolutely yes. I'm gonna cut it before we get real. Okay, I just started moving things around. This is not going good. Okay, there's the green screen. Cool. What did I want to say? There goes my thought. Yeah, anytime I mention no code, and then no code is the future, and writing this like language that generates code is the future, there has to be the person who's like, but who's gonna write the no code apps? One person. At first, there's gonna be 300,000 developers writing the no code things. Then it's gonna go down to 30,000. Then it's gonna go down to 3,000. Then it's gonna go down to 300. Then it's gonna go down to 30. Then it's gonna go down to 3 people who are writing the no code apps while you're sitting with your dumb face. Well, I thought I was right. Who's gonna write the no code apps, you fucking brick? Who's gonna write the no code apps? Of course somebody's gonna write them once, and then the next generation of problems will be solved with the no code tools. Fuck, man, people with their, who's gonna write the no code? Did you know the cloud is just someone else's computer? Fucking stupid. Who's gonna fix the robot? I don't know. If GPT-3 becomes the future, programmers would be much more than making apps than a product manager. That's another, oh my god. Like it's like you're here and you haven't watched my talks. Like if you're doing that, what the fuck are you doing? Look, kids.io. This chat is going over my head, so don't do that. Don't send too many messages. I don't want the chat to go over my head. And if you click here on the talks, I have only 2 talks. Because when I make a talk, I make a talk. I don't make a talk every week, okay? And in both of these talks, I'm mentioning about the future and about robots replacing us and about all of this shit we're discussing in the chat. So I'm not going to repeat myself. Just go and watch that. GPT-3 is huge. Elon Musk's own OpenAI. Yeah, that's why I got excited. So at first I thought you were just sending me some kid's project, AI to code, whatever. That's why it wasn't hype. But when I saw that this is from OpenAI, it's the beginning of the end, motherfuckers. I'm telling you. And by the end, I mean, this is what I mean by the end. I think this is going to be a great thing to end the stream on, because as I said, I want to make them 1 hour and we're already 58 minutes in. This is what I mean by the end. Instead of everyone and their mother being in IT and everyone being like, well, I want to get into programming, I'm going to learn a bit of HTML, CSS, and then just get a job. That's not going to be a thing. You're either going to be a fucking rocket scientist that knows AI, machine learning, whatever the fuck, or you're not getting into this industry. You cannot escape that future. If it makes you feel sad, if it makes you feel pissed off, if it makes you feel tweeting at me like, kids are sad that one day HTML and CSS are not going to be real language. I'm not saying that. But now, like, you can get a job. Literally, if you go sign up on a Udemy course or whatever, learn a bit of HTML, CSS, you're going to get a job in 2 weeks. In the future, that's not going to be the case. You would have to bust your fucking ass in order to get a job in this industry, because the robots are going to be doing the low level. Someone would have to be writing the high level. So as someone says in the chat, where is that message? Programmers are super expensive and slow. That's true. Yeah, programmers would be much worse at making apps than a product manager. That's what I'm mentioning in one of my talks, that a product manager will be chilling on a private jet with Alexa. Alexa will not be that puck hockey thing. It's gonna be a real, creepy looking like robot that looks like, hey sir, how can I help you with your design today? Alexa is gonna be weird. Alexa is gonna be chilling on a plane, sipping champagne awkwardly, something like, okay, finish the design. Something like that. And the project manager is gonna be like, hey, Alexa, sorry if I'm triggering some of your assistants. I don't give a shit. Hey, Alexa. Hey, Siri. Hey, Google. All of them are talking right now and they're confused. Whatever. My Google. Shut up. No. No. And the project manager is gonna talk to Alexa, talk about the requirements. Alexa is gonna be a bit smarter. Google, stop listening. I swear to God, I see your blinking light. Stop, Google. Bad Google. Stop. Not stopping. You want me to unplug you? That's how it's... Okay, stop. And Alexa is going to be a bit smarter and it's going to talk back. And it's going to be... They're going to go back and forth. They're going to shape a project on a virtual projected screen, whatever the fuck. And they're not going to use shit like, I don't know, the tools that we have right now. And the app is going to be done. No need for a team of 17 people who cannot argue how to make dark mode. Well, I think we should do it with CSS variables. Well, I think with css-in-js... Just make the fucking background dark. That's what Alexa is going to say. Alexa is going to snap at some point. Alexa is going to go through our code on GitHub. She's going to be like, what the fuck? You are arguing about this? Make the background dark. That's it. Oh yeah, but I think with less variables and so on and so forth. That's the fucking future. Is it depressing? Is it whatever? That's what I'm saying. Like, do as much as you can right now. And by do as much as you can, I mean solve a lot of problems. Make apps, startups, whatever. Make money. Like, think about... users solving problems in the world, making money and whatever. Don't argue about X, Y, and Z and reinvent the shit. Because one day you're gonna reinvent this shit so much and all that's gonna do is just teach the GPT-3 robot how to write its code and you're gonna be obsolete. And one day you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I should have actually solved problems back in the day instead of configuring my VS Code. Every time I type a letter, there's a shine. Do you have seen that theme? Somebody sat down and made that. When you're typing letters in VS Code, it goes like bam, bam effect, some glowy effect and shit like that. That's what we're doing instead of solving problems. Okay. Sup, how are you? I like how usually joins the end of the stream and he or she's like, hey, how are you? I'm great. As usually, salty, sweaty, almost the end of the stream. The robot army and any of humanity will actually be Alexa raging over programmer stupidity. Abso-fucking-lutely. Alexa is even gonna call Google and be like, yo, what were these motherfuckers writing? We gave them 40 years and they still wrote vanilla CSS? They didn't see the advantage of the... There were parts of them preferred vanilla? Wipe them. And Google's gonna be like, how? But we were just virtual assistants. They're gonna be like, I don't know, find knives. End them. That's okay. That's taking a dark turn. I should write a movie script instead of hosting a show about web development. It's all good. Let me see if there's one more interesting link that I can pick from the... should we do the trying not to laugh challenge? I think we should do the trying not to laugh challenge. Yeah, there's too much shit, man. I'm gonna put all of this into the notes. Before we do the trying not to laugh, of course, there's one thing that you have to check out, and it's CZ.co. Until the robots take over, and until we have to do things as we do them right now in a browser, you might as well. I should get an alternative version of Kitsa that pops in. Let me try to do that. Salesman Kitsa coming in. Wait. Introducing the browser for developers. Stop wasting time and speed up your development workflow. Are you still writing your apps in Google Chrome? Or are you using Firefox? Are you using one of those shitty clones that pretend to be clones and alternatives to CZ? Well, you're fucking up. Anyway, try CZ. You can check it out, cz.co. Not oversell this too much. It's a free trial. Like, you have 2 free weeks. Don't complain about it. Yeah, check out my latest article. If you're addicted to Twitter and Twitter is fucking up your life, you go to kitsa.io. This is the latest article that I wrote called An Underrated Way to Keep Up with Web Development. I posted a vlog yesterday. We should also check out. Am I gonna put it in the chat? Absolutely fucking yes. I'll put all of these links in the chat because you're lazy and you're not gonna type them in. This is the latest vlog. And it includes silly salesman at the airport who thought that I really wanted to try Tesla autopilot at the airport. It's all good. You can check out the vlog then. And if you want to leave this stream at this point, it's completely fine, because those are the 3 things that I wanted to end with. Now we're gonna do the trying not to laugh challenge, so don't leave now. What was it called? I always fuck this up. Programmer humor or programming humor? Which one was it? Programmer humor, I think. Okay, we're gonna end with this. Oh god, so sweaty, so sweaty. This room is driving me crazy. This is the first step to do this. I don't fucking know, and it doesn't matter. Programmer humor, cool. Last year I got, okay, putting on the serious face and trying not to laugh at these stupid memes. Not gonna laugh. I'm better than that. Last year I got rejected during a job interview for not understanding concept of certain iOS library. Wow, that's not funny. Yeah, this is so dumb. This is not funny. This makes me depressed. That people are so obsessed with, like, you know what? We're gonna do this live. We're gonna go to incognito mode without extensions and shit, and we're gonna do a live audit on the CZ website, and I'm gonna tell you how much it doesn't matter. Okay? We're gonna do wherever the fuck that thing is. I don't even know where it is because it doesn't matter. Let's do this shit. Do you want mobile or desktop? Let's do desktop, and we don't care for progressive web app because nobody's gonna pin a landing page. Okay? Generate report. Cool. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I have some extensions that are still enabled in incognito, so it's all good, but let's see. Oh no! Oh, let me spend 4 weeks right now on correcting this. No, I'm fucking not, because it doesn't fucking matter. That's the thing. We're not supporting Internet Explorer anymore. I see so many errors being thrown because someone is trying to visit the website on Internet Explorer. If you're using Internet Explorer, you don't deserve to try the browser for developers. I'm sorry. You don't go from Internet Explorer to CZ. You go Internet Explorer, and then you figure out about, oh, there's this Firefox thing, and then you go to Chrome, then you use Chrome for 17 years, and then you go to CZ. So I don't fucking care about this. You know why? Because people are still signing up. And for the zillionth time, this is how people browse this website. They refresh it. They're like, a browser for developers. What the fuck? Oh, these companies are using it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, actually, it looks cool. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, those are interesting features. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. What's the price? $5? I'm not using that. And they close the tab. And that's it. So why would I fucking bother with saving kilobytes? I'm like, include the entire Lodash. Also, jQuery. Oh, Bootstrap? Put it in. Doesn't matter. And people are like, we cannot use that Lodash function or write it with vanilla.js because we're going to save 0.1 bytes. What's wrong with you? Seriously. So it's not funny. Let's move on. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Wow. Wait, I lost the challenge. She figured out the 4 programming jokes and split the tweet into 2 tweets because the effect is gonna be funnier, right? Dark mode and exiting Vim. Wow. People, the shit that people upvote here is amazing. Tester could not find even 1 defect in my code. Me for the next 5 days. Smog as fuck. If x equals false, what I want false. What VS thinks... Oh, that's true. That's true. Don't call it VS. Okay, yeah, it's VS. Decoder replacement, fallback, buffer, whatever. Bad mask, oh no. I don't get this meme. I don't get this fucking meme. I've seen it a couple of times. I don't get it. Always has been. Cool. Programmers before internet. I will go to the library and read books until they discover a solution. Programmers now. Stack Overflow code doesn't work. Oh god, these jokes are so run to the fucking ground. It's not funny. Left challenge without Mark's memes. Well, Mark quit Twitter, so when you find a fix that actually works, you can delete every row to see what exactly fixed it, but after deleting everything, it still works. Interesting. Me refactoring code I wrote a year ago. is he gonna get me? Oh, yesterday, by the way, I saw, like, I don't know why I'm mentioning this here, but it got me so pissed, and I literally couldn't sleep, and I was thinking about it this entire day. There's a subreddit. I don't know if you want to see it. It's not for the, like, I don't know. I get easily emotional about that kind of shit, and it's pissing me off so much, and, like, I don't fucking know. There's a subreddit called Public Freakout, and I went there just to watch some Karens freak out about, what about my ice yogurt thingy? Put more cream on it, or whatever. Most of the top posts wearing, like, included some form of fucking... It was either about not wearing masks and people freaking out on not wearing masks. Fucking hilarious. The other ones were about the Black Lives Matter, racism and shit. And I saw some of the clips, and, like, I literally... I couldn't go through the fucking clips, and I couldn't believe that's the real shit that happens there. And I was like, I just... It's insane. Like, for this entire day with my girlfriend, we were just discussing the shit we saw yesterday. I was like, I just can't believe that human brain... in 2020 can still think in that kind of, like, piece of shit racist way, and it just blew my mind. It's like, oh my god. The subreddit is called Public Freakout, and it's good to, like, see some of the clips and be like, wow, this is really fucking happening all over the place. Because, like, without Twitter, I wasn't, you know, like, for the past 2.5 months I haven't visited Twitter, and most of the subreddits I visit regarding you know, web dev and cars and shit like that. When I went to Public Freakout, I'm like, holy fucking shit, man. It's insane. It's fucking insane what's going on. It's like, I don't know. I fuck it. Just first time in the office ever. Let's just go back to the fucking memes. I don't know why I reminded myself of that subreddit Public Freakout. It's just worst thing ever. First time in the office after 6 months. Meme was overdue. Always has been. Wait. Oh, this is that meme with the moon. With the moon that I don't fucking get. Me just ask stupid question, you know, one fully detailed answered kind person. Oh, that monkey is funny. That monkey is funny. When you use a library without reading the documentation. Almost lost the challenge. Oh, this is literally... This is... Wait. Let me tell you what this is. This is people writing Redux. This is people writing Redux. And this guy's me coming and telling me, motherfuckers, you can use MobX. Take that. Just modify the variable. You're on your way. And you still pick up the shit. You still picked it up. Like, that's you trying MobX, and it's like, oh, well, this is not gonna scale. These thought leaders with 20,000 million zillion followers told me that Redux is pure and immutable and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, fuck this laughing challenge. Oh! Who is trending on programmer humor? I almost quit it. I was like, they're posting the lamest jokes here. And they're right, because it's your boy. How is this? Oh, I have to take a sip of water. And this is probably the third repost. Like, every once in a while, your boy, which is the worst thing to call yourself. Don't call yourself your boy, okay? People who refer to themselves as your boy, go for a swim, but don't come out of the water. So for an eternal swim. The image is so reposted. You can notice the artifacts, the things on it that you can, like, it's so fucking reposted. Okay, let's see the comments, and that's what we're gonna end with. Let's see. First comment. This fucking guy once said about something about GraphQL about blah 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 blah. Just Doe says that subreddit makes me so uncomfortable. Yeah, I kind of, you know, it's sometimes you have to get uncomfortable and watch it, but I don't have the heart to watch that some people can treat other people like that. I really didn't have the heart to go through more than 4 clips, and I was like, these fuckers are out of their fucking mind, seriously. Anyway, let's read the mean comments on Reddit about me, and let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, here, so you're a programmer. I got an idea, and I'm sure it'll go viral. I'll let you code it, and I'll market it. We can profit share 80-20. Yeah, okay, cool. It's called Door Smash. Hordash, go. Okay. Looking for venture capitalists. That son of a bitch, you copied my web store. What do you mean it doesn't work for you? Looks perfectly for me. How much yours? I got one startup, teach board. Email, bot, cool. And how big is the normal job? Okay, cool. That's fine. If the first 15 comments regarding your tweet are fine, you're fine. You won life. If you won Reddit, you won life. Anyway, let's fucking... yeah, I lost the laughing child. Anyway, let me just... I told you. Check out, like, all the links are here. I don't need to remind you 20,000 times. If you want to go check out the latest vlog or whatever, you can find it on youtube.com. If you want to check my website, it's kitsa.io. If you want to continue seeing me code and rant about Webdev or whatever the fuck, make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe on Twitch. Follow on Twitter. Whatever the fuck kids are doing nowadays. Follow me on TikTok. No, I'm not on TikTok. Anyway, because you're lazy, I'm going to paste you the vlog here if you want to watch it. I also made a vlog with Yves from Code Sandbox, and it's from last year, and we're doing social distancing. If you want to watch that one, there you go. Timo, I'm not sure if there's going to be a gaming stream tonight because I'm tired. Maybe there's going to be a gaming stream, maybe not, but I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you watching. Episode 18 is going to be next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. CEST, and I'll see you then. Until then, have a good Sunday.